lot of to the militants who did not use guns.
Amarnath Yatra episode, unfortunately, this has helped PDP in Kashmir, BJP in Jammu.
You have to see what the people want.
For democracy.
Good evening and welcome to this special coming to you live from Srinagar by the banks of the Nagin Lake on a day when Jammu and Kashmir kept its date with democracy. And what an election it's been. Although at the end of this fascinating election and a fascinating nail-biting counting day, Jammu and Kashmir has thrown up a hung assembly and the people of the state have voted for another coalition government. The fact that this election took place at all, the fact that so many people of the state came out to vote is perhaps the biggest story of this election. The highest turnout in 20 years. A high turnout even in urban centres like Srinagar, where in 2002, less than 5% people had come out to vote. So where does the state go from here? Will it be another National Conference Congress alliance? Because that's where the numbers clearly are stacked up, or does the PDP still have a chance at forming the government? What about the BJP's dramatic surge in Jammu, going up from 1 to 11 seats? Does that reflect a larger regional or even religious polarization in the state? And perhaps the biggest question of all, do these elections really mark the end or the beginning of the end of separatism? Or have the people of the Kashmir Valley decoupled issues of daily governance, issues of Bijli Sadak Pani from the larger issue of Azadi? And what does all of this mean for the future of India-Pakistan relations? That's what we're going to look at in the next 60 minutes. We're going to be joined by all the major players. We're going to be joined by Omar Abdullah in just a few minutes. I also know that we've got veteran leader of the state, Dr. Karan Singh, who's joining us from Mumbai, senior Congress leader and of course erstwhile royal family of Jammu and Kashmir. With me here by the lake is Sajad Lone, who's going to talk a little later about the whole separatism debate. But Dr. Karan Singh, I want to start with you. What do you make of this very, very fractured verdict, where it seems that the people of Jammu and Kashmir have not really voted for any one party in particular? What sort of political message do we read into this?
Barkha, before I answer that, I want to pay a tribute, first of all, to the people of the valley, who came out to vote in huge numbers, despite all the calls for boycott by the separatist parties. I think they have shown very clearly that they are as interested in their own development as people in the rest of India. Secondly, I think we should pay a tribute to the Election Commission. I remember when there were 7 phases, a lot of people were critical, but the Election Commission has ensured a peaceful and a very satisfactory election. So I'd like to pay tribute to them. Now, as far as your question is concerned, obviously no one party can win a majority in Jammu and Kashmir for various reasons, which are self-evident. There are regional factors and so on. But clearly, in the morning when I was in Bombay, I'm not in Delhi, by the way, in Bombay I said that I would prefer personally a coalition between the National Conference and the Congress. Now I find that the figures are adding up very neatly. National Conference and Congress between them have a clear majority. So I would still feel, and that is again my personal view, the High Command will have to take a decision. I still feel that the neatest solution is for these two parties to form a coalition government, the BJP on the right and PDP on the left, acting as active, alert and effective oppositions.
That's interesting that you said that, Dr. Singh, because that was going to be my next question, to remind you that in the morning you spoke about the National Conference and the Congress being natural allies. But would you say in your political assessment that there is absolutely no chance now of the PDP and the Congress coming together, given that the numbers now add up to 38 compared to the 45 between the National Conference and the Congress?
Yes, I think it is very unlikely, because apart from the numbers, since the break took place with the PDP last time, the PDP has adopted a much more radical agenda. And I'm not sure that the Congress would be comfortable with that. Whereas the National Conference, I didn't say natural allies, I said that I thought that ideologically the National Conference and the Congress would be much closer than any two other parties in the state.